Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sahir bin Salim with the student ID 2025178379 from class 4A. Today I am presenting VitalDose. The simple purpose of this project is to provide a system for managing medicines inventory and calculating dosage. However, the technical focus is on the implementations of custom data structure. I have manually built linked list stacks and queue to handle the data flow efficiently. So now let's begin with the backbone of the system. So I'll start with the node.java class. So here we have constructors, which are default constructors and normal constructors. Okay, and then we have setter and getter, where set data and set next allow modification, while get data and get next provide access for the data. And then finally toString, which recursively prints the data to visualize chains of nodes. Okay, these nodes are managed by linkedList.java class, which control first, last, and current pointers. So here we have a default constructor, and then we also have a isEmpty method to check whether the list is empty or not, and then we have a print method, okay, to print the object in the list. And then we have two insertion methods, which are insert at front and insert at back. Insert at front will add the node to the head, while insert at back adds a node to the tail to updating the last pointer. Okay, and then we also have access and traversal method, okay, which is empty, print, get first, and get last. Okay, next we also have a deletion method, which are remove at front, remove front, and remove back. Okay, so remove front will remove the head node, remove back will traverse to the second to last node to remove the tail, while remove will search for specific object and unlink the object from the chain. Okay, okay. Next queue class. Okay, I used inheritance to create queue and stat class, where both of classes extends a linked list class. Okay, so for the queue class, it implements the FIFO principle, which is first in and first out. So here we have the enqueue method to insert the object at the back of the list. Okay, next we also have a dequeue method, which calls from remove friends from linked list. Okay, next move to the stat class. Okay, it implements the LIFO, which is last in first out. Okay, it has a push method, which calls the insert at front from the linked list, and then it also have a pop method, which calls the remove front method from linked list, and it also has the pick method, which calls the get first method from linked list to get the first element on the list. Okay, okay, next moving to the medicine class. This class encapsulates our data. Okay, I have a default constructor which initializing the null value and a parameterized constructor to set a name, quantity, price, edible status, and the prescription. Okay, so standard setters also exist for set quantity, set price, and set prescription. Okay, we also have the standards getters, which are get code, get name, get quantity, and get price. Also the get prescription and get edible. And then we also have the additional method, which is edible notes. And lastly, we have the print and toString method. Okay, for the calculated.java class, I implement an infix to postfix evaluator using stacks. So first we have the precedence method. This helper method returns an integer, either 1, 2, or 0, to determine if multiplications or divisions happens before additions or subtraction. Okay, so next we also have the operations method which will receive the two stacks which are for value and the operations. Okay, so these methods will pop one's operators and two value and also perform the math calculation, and it push the result back. It handles the core arithmetic logic. Okay, next we have evaluate method. This is the driver method. It iterates through tokens. Okay, second, it pushed number to the value stack. Okay, and then it pushed operator to the operation stack, but crucially it calls precedence to decide if it should calculate immediately or wait. And then it also handles the parentheses to force priority, and finally it returns the final result. Okay, finally we're moving to the VitalDose app, which is the main application which ties all of the classes together. So in here we have the banner method, which use the file reader to display the welcome text from the banner.txt. And then we have the show option method to display the menu and contains a validation loop to ensure the user input is a valid digit. Next, we have the generate code method, which will generate the unique ID. It will check the size of the queue and or stacks, and then format it to 4-digit and calls the m.setCode. And then we have the search and display logic. So first we have the display mat as. So this iterates through both queue and stack to print the table. It uses temporary storage to ensure items are dequeued for printing and then requeued so data isn't lost. Okay, and then we have the search method, which is the master search method. It called search mat as first. If nothing is found, then it calls the search mat queue. Okay, if uh, the the process is delete, okay, the found item is not put into the temporary storage, okay, which is deleted permanently from the stack or queue. If else if, which means if not delete, the item will be preserved. Okay, okay, so this is the searchmat s and searchmat q. Okay, next, the main method. So it holds the switch case for the 7 menu option. For the case 1, use the temporary NQ to hold new medicines before sorting them into MedQ for edible medicines and MedS, which is MedStack, for the inedible medicines. For the case 2 and case 3, both handle deletions and search using the methods that I just described previously. For the case 4, it will display all medicines, okay, either edible or inedible. Okay, for the case 5, it will calculate the statistics, okay, which are average, mean value, and maximum value by iterating the structure. And then for the case 6, it will call the calculator evaluate method for dosage expression. Okay, these structures ensures clean separations of concerns and robust data management. Okay, now I will show the demonstrations for the system. So when the user start the system, there will be shown the banner with saying VitalDose, okay, and then there is a list of options from 1 to 7. Okay, let's say the user want to add the medicines into the system, so they just have to click 1, and then the user will be required to insert the numbers of medicines to be registered. Okay, let's say we want to insert four types of medicines. First, okay, now we are done inserting medicines into the system. So now we would like to display all the medicines. Okay, so user can choose 4. Okay, we can see there are 4 medicines or 4 items already been inserted into the stack and queue. So for the edible medicines, all of them are inserted into the queue, while the inedible, okay, all of them are inserted into the stack list. Okay, so now we would like to search for a medicine to see the details of the product. Let's say we would like to search for the clonazepam. Okay, so we just have to key in the name or the code, okay, and then the system will show the details of the medicines. So here we have clonazepam with the quantity 389 with the price, the edible status, and the prescriptions also. Okay, let's say we would like to delete the medicines, so we click 2, and then we want to delete the, okay, we would like to delete the clonazepam. Okay, list clonazepam. So EDI25000021. Okay, so record found, and then it will also show the details of the product that have been deleted. So let's say we want to check whether the medicine's already been deleted or not. So we just have to click for to display. Now we can see there is no clonazepam already in the queue. Okay. So next, let's say we want to add back the clonazepam. Okay. So one. Okay. Clonazepam quantity 389, and then the price 1290. Okay, the edible status is edible, and then the prescription is 2 pills a day. Okay, and next we want to see the report. Okay, so we just have to click 5, and then the system will show the report by the category. So for both edible and edible medicines, we have two numbers of medicine which are paracetamol and clonazepam for edible, and Vaseline and Vicks Vaporub for inedible. And the system also show the total price. Okay, the total price for both edible and inedible medicines, and then the average price. Okay, and then the minimum price and the maximum price for both medicines. Okay, now let's say now I will show the demonstrations. I will show on how to use the dosage calculator, which is the there's 6 options. Okay, so let's say the user would like to calculate the dosage for a particular medicines. So let's say the formula is 25 times 5 divided by 100. Okay, so the system will show the infix expression that user have entered, okay, which is 25 times 5 divided by 100, and then the system will generate the prospect expressions. Okay, so 25 5 times 100 divide. Okay, and then the system will also show the calculated result. Okay, so this is the dosage that the user should consume for the medicines. Okay, for the last option, if the user if the user choose 7, so the system will be terminate. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.